Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, El Shai, Ba'ashem, Al Rakah, Qudash. Double honors unto the elder apostles who rule well. And shalom to the hopeful elect. This is Paya Allah. The title of this video is Satan's Last Dance. And basically what I want to delve into is dealing with the times that we're in. And really in going into this, it really shows you how precious this truth is. All right, because basically this is the last hurrah. All right, Satan, our last time in captivity underneath the heathen before we enter into our rightful role as kings, princes under the Heavenly Father and kings of the universe, headed by Yahweh Shai. All right, and King David, the 12, which he is included as a part of the 12, so on and so forth, the 144,000, the governing body of the children of the elect, being the governing body of the children of Israel. All right. So with that being said, we're setting. We gotta go through the straight gate, and that straight gate basically is dealing with carrying our cross. All right. So in carrying our cross, that means we're gonna have hardships set before us. Paul spoke to it of basically he exhorted the saints that they must enter the kingdom with much tribulation. So basically, in bearing our cross, what we're set to go through is different forms of tribulation that are in alignment with our spirit. All right, to basically play out the war of attrition. These things are there to irritate you, but they're set as an obstacle to overcome for you to be deemed worthy to enter into the kingdom of heaven. And ultimately that's set in, it's already written. All right, whoever is of the elect is of the elect. Whoever is not of the elect is not of the elect. It's been written from the beginning. But it doesn't mean that the works don't have to be displayed in order for that election to be delegated to the elect members of the nation of Israel. Now, with that being said, one point that I always bear in mind is that with that tribulation being set forth, one thing I always bear in mind is that this is how hard Satan's gonna go, because this is the last time he's gonna be able to actually mess with you. All right. So this is indeed the last time Satan can really fuck with you, have any pull as to, the Heavenly Father allowing him to go forth and do things to hinder your relationship with the Heavenly Father and for you to walk in the way of sin. So bearing that in mind, all is fallen short of the glory of the Most High power. All right, when the flesh was made subject to vanity, all right, according to the Heavenly Father's will. But it's just something that I always bear in mind, and it's like a concept, as they say, something to conceptualize our walk. All right, that he has that liberty, just like as Job had to deal with him. All right, Ayawab, dealing with which means affliction, where he had to deal with the affliction. It's the same thing for us now, that we're gonna deal with that same affliction, and it's gonna be that all the much more because we're in the last time where Satan can really go hard. All right, and we're in the pinnacle of wickedness. So I want to read this. I got a few scriptures. I'm going to go into them, Lord willing, be edified. So this is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. All right. What day is this talking about? All right. And as we know, the word day in the Hebrew, I'm sure if you look it up, the word there would be yawam, which means a set period of time. All right. And now what we understand is as I'm going to read, it says, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. Jacob's trouble. And that's basically in the period that we're presently in right now. When you read in the book of Ecclesiastes, Yahweh Shai, who in times before was known as Solomon, all right, you spoke to there being a time and a season for everything. All right, and he breaks it down: a time to gather, a time to cast away, a time, to be born, a time to die, and, a time for good, a time for evil. Now, we're basically in that time of evil, all right? as it was spoke of in the book of Second Esdras, that of, you know, faith being taken from the earth and evil multiplying upon the earth. All right, we're in the midst of that, and that came to fruition by the means of the Edomites. All right, that went under the name of who cunningly deceived them. I mean, they did what they always do. All right, being deceivers, they take on another nationality. All right. So they took on the nationality of the Greeks and went about Hellenizing the earth. And it tells you in the book of Maccabees how the evils were multiplied upon the earth. All right. And that's because why? It tells you in the book of Proverbs that the Most High made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So their main reason for being upon this earth is to exercise the power of the Heavenly Father on the left-hand side. All right. And that's why right now, as it tells you in Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And this is so this time that's written about Jacob's trouble can come to pass. Normally, this is the point. But he shall be saved out of it. And we're going to show that. So I want to delve into this example to show you, to bring it to living color of what we're enduring at this moment right now. That's the book of Matthew 8:28. Now, prior to this, the Lord basically, you know, the disciples basically were fearful because of the waters being stirred up, and Yahushua rebuked the waves, all right, and they settled before him, showing you some great power that he had, right? So let's read. And when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gergeneses, there met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. All right, so you had these fierce demons that basically met the Lord and the disciples in a way. And behold, they cried out, saying, "What have we to do with thee, Yahushua, Son of the Most High?" Now see this, just like in the time of Job, Satan knew who Job was, all right? And he was actually asked by the Heavenly Father if he had been considered by Satan, you know, of his servant. Like, what do you think about him? And he basically had, you know, what he had to say was, you know, he's only cool because you got a hedge around him. And he was basically handed over to Satan to do to his will, but not allowed to kill him, basically, all right? So this is the same, you know, just the point in saying that is that these spirits are aware of these men, all right, these prominent men that serve the Heavenly Father, and they serve, their whole thing is to hinder you, all right, to get you up out of the way, all right. So it says, verse 29, and behold, they cried out, saying, "What have we to do with thee, Yahushua, the Son of the Most High?" That's the point. Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? All right, before what time? Before the time the Lord be magnified and subdue all evil before him. All right. See, they understood that they had a time, a measure, as to them being deemed able to do as they please, you know, within the confines of whatever was set before them by the Heavenly Father. But they, knowing who the Lord is and knowing of his power, he's I forgot how they say it. He's you know, in Dragon Ball Z, his points or whatever, they knew his HP was up on some different level. All right. So they seeing him, they thought, well, you had to torment us before that time. Now that's being the point, because as well, we're going to have charge over the angels. All right. Satan's aware, we're going to have, you know, that dominion. But this is like a free-for-all for the left-hand side, that they can have free reign on these choice men of the Heavenly Father. Remember, it speaks to the angels, all right, in the book of Peter. It speaks on, or the epistle of Peter, I forget which one, but it speaks to what? That the angels want to look into the things that they basically want to live, they want to do the things we do, all right? So what the much more an angel on the left-hand side, all right? So reading on. And there was a good way off from them and a herd of many swine feeding, so that devils besought him, saying, If thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine. And he said unto them, Go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine, and behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea and perished in the waters. Yeah, them swine, even though that shows you some great, insight, the way of the animal, they knew they had demons on them, and they'd rather sacrifice themselves than to keep living with those demons upon them. All right. And they that kept them, and even that shows you that they, these demons wanted to be in swine. What are swine known for being in? A pigsty. All right. Basically their own mess. And that's why they say, as the saying goes, cleanliness is near to heaviness. I forgot how the saying goes. It's escaping me. But anyway, verse 33. And they that kept them fled and went their ways into the city and told everything and what was befallen to the possessed of the devils. And behold, the whole city came out to meet Yahushua, and when they saw him, they besought him that he would depart out of their coasts. All right, they were scared. All right, it's great strength, because they said, man, if this guy, I'm reading in between the lines, I'm extrapolating. They said, man, if these guys, can mess up these two possessed with devils that basically torment us, what is this man gonna do? All right. So let me close up on this. It's the book of Revelations, chapter 12, and I'll start from 7, reading into the point. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. Now, it's being at the head of the time of the end of Satan's time, all right? This is, as they said unto the Lord, you come to torment us before our time. This is going to be the signet of the end, all right? One of the main signets when Yahushua, Michael, and the angels come to fight against the dragon, Esau and his angels, and prevailed not, neither was the place found any more in it. Their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out of the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power, and the power of his anointed. For the accuser, all right, being Satan, headed by Esau Edom on this side, where he prays before the Heavenly Father, saying, look at all the shortcomings that your people, your people are sinning and being wicked. All right, he prayed to the Heavenly Father, saying that in hopes that he would be translated to a son of the Most High Power, and having governed, the power of the earth of our brethren is cast down, which accuse them before our power day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. Yeah, we're going through that tribulation, man. We love, because Satan's having his reign over us. We love not our lives unto death, man. We are going through it right now, man. And it's only going to turn up as time goes on, but it speaks to the great salvation that's going to happen. Verse 12. Really, it's the chastening of the Heavenly Father. That's a beautiful thing, that you be going through all these hardships. That shows that the Heavenly Father loves you. He's exercising your faith. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. See, there you go. So he knows that his end time is near. That's why he's come down with great wrath, and they say his last dance. So with that, I pray you're edified to the next one. Say shalom, shalom.